Right, so to win, start off with, that's the main thing, isn't it? And that's what you wanted.
Yeah, definitely. There was no hiding about it. It was a derby game, and we knew it was going to be, nip and tuck and close, and derby games should be. But we came here. It wasn't the prettiest of performances from ourselves, but we came here, got the job done, and we're going home with the 2 points, which is what we came for.
There's stuff to improve on there against Keighley and stuff you work on in the week, but generally the second half was a lot better performance.
Yeah, and don't forget, we've had 5 players missing today. We're missing Stephen Wild, Stuart Reardon, Alex Thompson, Earl Hurst and Tommy Holland. 5 starting players, on both edges missing. And we've had some young players come in, and who've not played much this year. Adam Saunders come in onto the right edge. Matt Davies came in onto the left edge. We had young Billy at Brickola, we took out the trial game, coming in on the bench. And Andy Moosdale, who's didn't do the warm up because he's not fit, and he put his hand up and came in. So we came here with a scratch team ourselves, and but we did what we needed to do, and fair play to those players. They've come in, they've gave a good account of themselves, and and it was a good Crusaders performance. Regards enthusiasm and commitment, and getting what we needed to get.
One player you got to speak about, Rob Massington's game. He couldn't have marked it much better, could he?
Rob's a fantastic athlete, and he's a Welsh international, and he came through the trial. He had a trial game, and that's where he's come from. He's a Welsh lad. He's local, and hundreds of appearances, scoring 3 tries. I'm absolutely made up for Rob. He's what North Wales Crusaders is all about, and he's a big player for us. And I keep saying he's the best winger outside Super League.
You got Keighley up next, and it's a good confidence boosted as well, with carrying on the good form. So do you think good chances there of putting in a decent performance? Yeah,
we've got to do. And Keighley, they're on a high at the moment. They're up there in the league. They've won the iPro Cup, and they'll come to the racecourse full of confidence. But there's no reason why we can't compete with them if we do everything. If we brush up on a few things that we need to brush up on today. Hopefully, get a few key influential players back who've got a lot of experience when you need in those big games. And there's no doubt at all that as long as we perform and we do what we need to do, then we can compete with Keighley. Like we've shown we can compete with like we've shown we can compete with the top half of the table. We get those small things right, go into the game with some confidence. Who knows, we might get the result and we might not. It's just about us performing and getting better each week, and we need to improve on that performance to beat Keighley, because that performance won't be good enough to beat Keighley, so we need to improve.
And finally, the fans today, again, a magnificent tramp down here, and they create the atmosphere, don't they, and help the squad on the field.
Yeah, massively. They're the best fans in rugby league. Easy 100 of them travel no matter where we are, and it's really appreciated, because they give up a lot to support their team and what support they give us. And I'm quite privileged to have a real good fan base, and some fantastic set of supporters who really get behind the North Wales team, and they get behind them because they just want to see a committed performance. And if that brings us a win, it does. If it doesn't, they're still the same. They still back the team and want us to push forward. So I'm a lucky coach on that regard.
Right, good.